Hey guys, it's Candace. Part two of promotions. Story of my life. My iPad is always out of memory, so having to continue on. But it kind of worked out because I want this one to be a little more specific to charting. I know in part one I went over the basics of promotions and over a Ruby chart, moving on to Emerald. But as we start promoting Emerald and above, you're able to promote to Emerald and maintain Emerald without worrying about 400 boxes and just managing your overall BV. Okay, so but the most important push is to get to Diamond. Diamond and above unleashes a ton of income opportunity, guys. That is where the big money starts rolling in. So do what it takes to get to Diamond. Now you hear me say that and you're like, Candace, but you don't understand. I have so many people on my team that don't want it, that are quitting. And, maybe your Emerald chart is full, but you have a lot of non-working legs. Maybe your Diamond chart is full, or you're missing one distributor, but it's underneath somebody who isn't working as hard. It doesn't matter, guys. You do what it takes to get to Diamond. I have been there. And again, most people have not had 100% of their team working, but you just push through to get there. And so I'm going to tell you what that means and what that looks like. So, if a DT cancels, let's go over that question first. So let's say this chart is, let's just pretend like it's a full chart. And, Jessica cancels, or even Ann, then those are going to be two different situations. Jessica cancels as a distributor. She can still be used in this box as long as her volume is at 400. So obviously if she cancels, she's not getting any more volume. If she was left at 200 BV, what that means is that you're going to have to fill it. Or if it was underneath Ann, it's between you and Ann working to fill it. Whether you are placing your loyal customers under there, which is probably the most important. So you might be thinking, why am I going to place a hard-worked, loyal customer that I worked so hard for underneath somebody who's not even working it? Well, you're doing it because it's going to secure your promotion. So you definitely need to make sure even more so that that's when you're doing it. Or if you say you needed some more wraps or anything, if you're going through wraps, which you should be if you're doing lots of parties and growing your team, you're ordering product, you can place that volume underneath the people who aren't working it. Really work one-on-one with them to make sure that everybody else is securing their volume, helping them close their loyal customers. Let's say your Diamond chart is full, or your Emerald chart, any chart is full, and then you start, let's say your Emerald chart is full, but your Diamond chart is not. You're moving on. For Diamond, you need one more Ruby leg. Before, I've had people all the time tell me, I just got a new distributor. Should I replace Anna since Anna isn't working it? And my question is always, is your Diamond chart full? If it is not, then you are not to replace any distributor until your chart is full. I have never gone back to replace distributors that weren't working because, guys, I would just keep replacing and replacing because there's always somebody who isn't doing their 110% in this business. So it's super important that you are filling your chart and make sure that it's full before you start replacing. If you have extra distributors after your Diamond chart is full, then you can go back and replace somebody on your top line or wherever you needed it that can get their own volume instead of you having to secure it all. And so if you have, legs that are at 200 and you know that they need to be at a 400 in bonus volume, then what that means for you is, you're going to be staying up a little bit later. When I was going for Diamond, and again, my husband and I have been able to take advantage of every single good bonus. And, a lot of it has just been pushing and just making sure that the promotion happens, staying up, messaging friends on Facebook, getting new customers, growing my team, working extra hard to promote my business. And I'm not worried about anybody else, Also, one thing that I definitely want to share is when we say place to promote, it means that we do what's going to promote us. So if, for example, let's say Ann tells Jessica that I placed Liz under her, Diane underneath her, one of these distributors, and now Jessica says, well, that's not fair. You haven't placed any distributors under me. And so I just want to get over that so that way I can address it and it's clear and you don't do this to your upline. Nobody is responsible for growing your business but you. If I place somebody underneath somebody else, it's because that's what I need to promote me and my family. And so, you know, you are responsible for growing your own business. And if somebody is placing distributors and loyal customers under you, feel honored because they see something in you and they know that you're going to be able to match that effort. So if I place a distributor under somebody who already has one and I place another one and that's going to make them the executive leg that I need, then, you know, it's because they've done their part and they're working with their distributors. Maybe you are on fire and you're doing awesome and nobody's placed anything under you. It does not mean anything. You know, most of us, I know Rachel, myself, you know, we have never been given a distributor. I'm sure there's several other on this page from an upline. And I've never once asked my sister Sammy or Rachel or anyone. I would have never even thought to ask, you know, why haven't you given me anything? So please cut this self-entitlement nonsense, guys, because if that's been you, maybe it's just because you misunderstood, but now that you know, please don't tell that to your upline. Why haven't you given me anything? Because that is going to be a surefire sign that you are not committed to working this business for yourself and your family. So, okay, rant over. So that is just wanting to clarify how important it is that you are placing in areas that's going to promote you, the loyal customers, again, and the dead legs. That's okay if you're placing on a dead leg. You need that volume at 400 to secure your promotions. You know, and something else that I wanted to make sure that everybody knows is that if somebody turns their auto off, that, you know, you're just going to have to replace the volume in that if they are in a promotional position. So if they're a Ruby, executive, an Emerald, any promotional position and their auto ship is turned off, the only way that you can promote is if you can get their personal volume at 150. Okay, so if they already have loyal customers hanging out in there and their volume's over 150, they are considered commission qualified and they can still be used in this rank. Huge blessing, guys, because that just changed November 1st. You know, before it used to be 400 BV. So if somebody turned off their auto ship at the end of the month and I was trying to up for a promotion, I had to find a way to get their box at 400. And now it's only 150. So that's a huge blessing. But most importantly, just try to make sure everybody's auto ship is running. Work with them. You know, sometimes I tell my team or the people that I need to promote, like, hey, I'll host a launch party for you or I'll host a party for you to help you sell your products. Can you just run your auto ship with the 2 boxes of wraps? You know, I really need this volume and I really need you to be commission qualified. Plus, if you're building them to secure them a promotion, they want to be commission qualified because that's how they're going to get a paycheck. And so if you're building them to Ruby or to executive and they're pretty much checked out, then I'm sure they're going to at least want to collect their paycheck. And I know it's hard. I've been there when I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I built this person and she's never done one thing. So some of you guys can relate, but you know, you don't let it hold you back. Don't let it keep you, we are blessed to be a blessing. So even though you might feel a little frustrated because you feel like, how can they not see that I've done this for them? You never know what it is truly doing for them. And even though they might not see it, God does. So I do believe that you are rewarded, you know, in the long run by doing what's best for you and your family and blessing other people in this business. And I think that's what I love is that we've been able to help so many teamies and their families been set free, debt free, and own their time. And most importantly, that's what it's done for me and my family. So I hope that this has helped. I know I've kept you on a lot longer than I had planned to, but I just think it was really important to share, you know, that I've been through it too. And so have tons of people, and every top earner in this business has been through this. So you're not alone. If you're feeling stressed out because your team's not working, it just means a little extra work. But guys, I promise it's so worth it. The financial freedom and freedom of time that my family has right now, I would seriously go back and do it all over again and continue to do it over and over again because it's so worth it. So if you guys have any questions, post here. I will be available to answer them. And so will your upline. But good luck. And I'm excited for all these promotions coming through and for the bonuses, the $300 bonuses for all those hitting executive, Ruby, and Emerald. So get them in there, guys. We still have a few days. December 15th is the last day, and then we'll be doing the drawing for 5 people who win $300. So, all right, guys, have a good week. And And just make sure you're getting out there, working extra hard, staying up late, following up with prospects, finding new leads, and get those ranks up, get those promotions going. Bye.